السلام عليكم. Welcome back. This is Arabic Q&A, where we try to attempt your question and answers. If we get any, Allah Ta'ala, if we get anyone who's wanting to ask questions, so that sometimes we have some questions which are left unanswered, and it might help you get motivated also, inshallah Ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum. Starting by Nadek is a good idea. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi. Yes, it's a good idea. Yeah, to increase your vocabulary and stuff, and that's how I did. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. That's how I did to do Albe Benedek. Albe Benedek is a huge book. It takes like 8 volumes. It has 8 volumes. So it'll take a long time, but it will increase your level. Obviously, it will increase your level. Allah Ta'ala. But if you're focusing on only the Quran and Sunnah, then it might be a little. The vocabulary is all about, many times it's all many MSA vocabulary. But yeah, it's a good book. Alaikum salam to Allah. Would you recommend learning the Arabic Benedek or Madina books? My whole channel is all about Madina books. Because first we have to focus on the Quran. So focusing on the Quran is necessary, inshallah. So Madina books gives you that. Albi Benedek is more about, you should memorize a lot of vocabulary. They'll throw like 100 per book, 100, 150 vocabulary, and if you're fine with memorizing vocabs, then it's fine. But if you're more into understanding, like you want to understand stuff, how things are work, like I think like that. I think like I need to know the structure, not just by heart. If I understand the structure, it's like a skeleton which you get, and then you can fill it up with vocabulary anyhow. And Madina books gives you that. It gives you a whole skeletal structure, so that nothing is new. You just have to keep checking the dictionary, and that's it. Inshallah. Also, how long would you take to complete the wild? Everybody has a different speed, but I've seen some people who've done it in 7 months. Some have done it in 10 months. Some have taken 2 years. So minimum I've seen is 7 months. I mean, for my channel, obviously. Minimum 7 months, inshallah. After finishing Madina books and Arabic in a day, can I understand the books? These are general things. Like, which books are you talking about? If you're saying any Arabic book, no. Because there's so many genres. What are you talking about? Oh, Islamic books? Maybe some books. Right? So we should not be so general. It's not like English, where you've learned for 20 years and then now you can read basically a lot. But in Arabic, the books you're reading, Islamic books and all that, they're specific genre, like Islamic studies. So you have to get the vocabulary of that. So start with a small book, right? Be specific, I would say. Like, okay, this is a small book called Usul al-Thalatha. And this book I will read. So I'll master this book and then move on to the next. Like, this is a book in Aqidah, Lumatul I'tiqad by Ibn Khudama. Okay, this is the book I'll read, master all the vocabs in here. This is Sheikh Saleh Fawzan's what do you say, commentary sharh on it. Small book. But very good book. We learned this in our this thing also in my college, Islamic Online University. It's translated into English also. Radiance of Faith, Ibn Qudam al-Maqdisi. I have read it till here. So you should go book by book, not like general. Okay, I'll read any book in the planet. That doesn't work, and you will be disappointed. And you'll assume that, oh, I've just finished the books and suddenly I'll be able to read. No, it's more about learning, reading. I pretty much understand Arabic, Quran, lectures, books, and I also can write in Arabic. However, I can't speak well. How do you advise a breakthrough and gain confidence with speaking? First thing, you can write in Arabic, no? That's a good thing. So write your own compositions. Write about today, for example. اليوم استيقظت مبكرا وذهبت إلى الحمام. Something simple in the starting. So what happens is you're starting to think and make dialogues in Arabic. You're able to make sentences in Arabic when you're writing your own sentences. وبعد أكلت الطعام أو أكلت الفطور and so on. You describe your day and try to make it more complex. Try to talk about some topic. Try to talk about maybe your relationship with the Quran. Write a composition about it. How much do I love the Quran? So that gives you ta'bir, like we call it, expression. How do you express yourself? Like when I'm angry or when you're something, you start to think in your language. So that's how you should start to think in your language, and then you can speak it out. Speaking is just a process of your mind. If you're able to get those sentences in your mind, then you can bring it out. Like I'm able to speak English without even thinking because it's just more practice because I've spoken a lot. But the same thing in Arabic, I cannot because it requires an environment also, inshallah. Speaking. The more you speak, the more you see. And watching videos also helps. So what you should do for the video, write down the whole video exactly the same, word to word. You see, 30 minutes video or 25 minutes video, and just copy exactly the same. Take some scholars or whatever you want to watch and just write it down in one page and speak the same thing. So what happens slowly, those expressions will fit in your brain, just reproducing what you see, just copying. So with a lot of copying, inshallah, you can start, ta'bir, speaking. By the way, speaking is a very difficult act, and that is there. Inshallah, maybe we can have a live session where people will speak with me. Takallum bil lughatil arab. Inshallah, maybe we should do it on stream. And lastly, I was thinking about some sharh of books. Example, Kitab al-Tawheed, Umdatul Ahkam in Arabic as I studied in Shaykh in English. Should I buy now or wait? What is your level? You can buy. See, always buy books. Buying books helps you a lot. Whatever books you want, buy them so that it gives you a goal. And every day you can see them. Oh, I need to read this book and so on. So you should buy books. You should buy a lot books. Inshallah. Slowly, inshallah, even I hope to fill my library. It is just this many. I think 25 books, 30 books, inshallah. But as we grow old, we should keep increasing our library and increase our level. Wa alaikum salam. I started 2.5 months ago and I have 17 lessons left in book 3. Just in 3 months. I feel like quite rushed. But I feel I'm indeed at what after I finish repeat. In just 3 months. It depends. Some people don't like repeating. Like me, I don't like repeating stuff. I don't like repeating anything. But what you can do is watch someone else's playlist. Now, like you watch mine, watch some other YouTube channels. What happens is the same thing you're going through, but it's not like same thing. It's like a different person is teaching, so he'll bring new points. He'll teach us in a different way. That's why it helps reading one book multiple times or reading the same book, different commentators or different people who teach the book. So you get, various angles of the same book. That you could do, But if you're not interested in repeating, then keep on going. Do Qisasun Nabiyyin, do Albe Benedek if you want. Keep on reading, and inshallah, those things will click, I believe. It's all about reading. Or read the Quran, obviously. Read the Quran. The more you read, the more the language. People don't read. That's the problem, especially the Quran. If you start reading all the time, inshallah, it'll become very easy. You should ponder on the Quran, think about it, try to make it, try to understand it verse by verse. That's there. Barakallah feek. Anyone else? Your Arabic journey. I did Qisasul Nabiin after book 2 with your players. I was thinking about beginning reading Tafsir Jalalain. Yeah. You should. Arabic is very basic. Yes. You should do Tafsir Jalalain. Only Asma wa Sifat and some issues. You should be careful. They interpret it. Ashari, Jalaluddin Suyuti, and Jalaluddin al-Mahalli. Inshallah, even I should have started with that, but I didn't have the copy at that time. So I started with Tafsir ibn Kathir. Maybe someday we'll start. You should start with Tafsir Muyassar also is better. I mean, if you don't want to get into those things. But Jalalain helps you, Tafsir is. I have a copy. Jalalain. Yeah, here it is. Gives you it increases your vocabulary. Like the Tafsir is like inbuilt text, inbuilt of the text. For example, here I opened the verse, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ لَوَجَدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا. If you had pondered on the Quran, subhanAllah, this verse opened up. And if it had been from other than Allah, you would have found various ikhtilaf, differences. So what does he give in the tafsir? Verse number 82. He says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ. So he gives synonyms for that. Yatadabbarun, he says yata'ammalun. Ta'ammal is also ta'ammala yata'ammalu ta'ammulan is also to ponder. Yata'ammaluna al-Qur'ana, and he says in the tafsir wama fihi min al-ma'ani al-badi'a. What amazing meanings are there in the Quran. So he ponders on those things. وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ لَوَجَدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا. So he gives the verse like this. So it's like one line tafsir. So he says ikhtilafan, he says tanaqudan. Tanaqud is also contradiction. Fi ma'anihi wa tibyanan fi nadmihi. Contradiction in its meaning and clarification in its composition. Tibyanan. How would you recommend balancing review and learning new content? That's a difficult thing, no? Reviewing needs balancing. Ultimately, Madina books should be your guide books. It's like you should keep going back to it again and again and again. Because the 10 forms, how do you make majhul, passive verbs, how do you learn about majzumat al-mudare, make like lam will make a fail mudare, majzum, lam yadhab. And the more you ponder on it, the more you think about it, the more it's like a shortcut, it's like a guidebook. Practical implementation of grammar. Because other books, what they'll do is they'll give you lens and lens of lectures, and they go into stuff which are not practical. So Madina book should be your guidebook. So keep learning new stuff. Like on my channel, you see, I want to do new books all the time, but I have to cater to the new students also. So I keep doing Madina books again and again. So that so it's a balance. Keep trying. Sometimes the new stuff, sometimes the old. I have the same copy, I believe. Yeah, this is the copy. It's Qahira copy. Jalalain. So what happens with this is you understand the verse and the vocabulary increases. Like we go to Taha. I just want to share some places. We have to be careful. And many times this has asbab also. Asbab many times they are not authentic. Ar-Rahman wala shistawa. Uh, yeah. In this, it has istawa yaliqu bihi. Hmm. He says istawa, which is provided for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. Have the same. Do you think the Kitab al-Asas is a good series after learning Madina books and Arabic Benedict? I want to do it, but I want to know if it teaches slightly new things. I have no idea about Kitab al-Asasi because I've not taught it. I've just read it randomly. And somebody recommended that I should not start Kitab al-Asasi after I finish Arabic Benedict. So after I finish Arabic Benedict, I'm doing, inshallah, Imam Ibn Saud books, inshallah, all of them. There are a lot of books. And then maybe we can do Kitab al-Asasi. Because he says, I mean, there's a person who commented on the channel. He said there's a lot of repetition, same like Arabic Benedict, there's some similar things in it. I don't know, I'm not sure. So I thought we'll do after Imam Ibn Saud books because those are specific books in Tabir and so on. There are a lot of books, level 1, 2, 3, 4. Inshallah, we'll start with that. Is there any podcast that uses Fusha Arabic? I don't know. Because I've seen some podcasts of some scholars like Sheikh Sulaiman Ruhaili and so on. But La Adri. I think it was called Mikhyal. There's this channel called Fahad Al-Kandari. He uses sometimes, he takes interviews and stuff. Okay, I guess. He uses Fusha, but what happens is when he takes the interview, the Kuwaiti guys and these people, they start going to the dialects. I think there's subtitles for some seasons also. There are seasons. Siru Ma'al Quran, Tadabbur Ma'al Quran, something. Bil Quran Ihtadait. Is there a dictionary you'd recommend purchasing? There's quite a few I've seen, but not sure which one to buy. Dictionaries. Al-Ma'ajim. Dictionaries, what happens is, it depends on your level. What level you are on. So if you want Arabic to English, the best which I use all the time is Hansware. To understand the word and all that, I use it, but I don't have the hard copy of it. But what happens in Hansware is, there are multiple meanings. So you have to choose one meaning. So you're like confused, like which meaning is this? And it's very difficult for you to memorize that word. So what helps is Al-Mawrid. Mawrid dictionary is also good. It gives you one meaning, khalas. I just want one meaning so that it gets into you. That is for Arabic to English. Mawrid dictionary is nice. I have the Urdu version of it. I don't have the English. But Mawrid is also, which I like because it gives you one meaning and gets it done. That's like good if you just have one meaning. By the way, there's a website, no? The Arab Master. Arab Master also gives you one meaning. It's very good. If I want, I can share. 1 second. Arabmaster.com. Not showing. Not able to. Not showing that window. I don't know why. Anyways, this is a website called Arab Master. Maybe there's some settings. Anyways, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, okay. Doesn't refresh the Windows section. So you can search for one word, daramaster.com, and it gives you, one word like istada. Tada. Khalas, one word. To summon, invoke. What if you want? And there's no need to learn root words also. So nice. Tada. This website is a better version of Handsware. It takes from Handsware. It tells you the root letter. And if you go to the chart, and if you search for Istada, it'll give you, I think you have to search root letters here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And gives you all the words. Okay, noun of place and time, mad'u, recipient, ismul maf'ul, ismul fa'il, masdar. And then the verbs are here, and the nouns are here. Da, yad'u, id'u. This is what? This is for Arabic to English. Now, how about Arabic to Arabic dictionaries? Correct? For that, I like two dictionaries, which is Mu'jamul Ghani as well as Mu'jamul Lughat al-Arabiyya al-Mu'asira. So, what you can do is go to Al-Ma'ani, because Al-Ma'ani, if you use this Al-Ma'ani Al-Jami', if you use all of them, it doesn't give you the word. Like I'm searching for Istada, what it does, it sometimes doesn't give you the word. It takes you to root letters and doesn't give you the word properly. So what you can do is search here and choose Mu'jamul Ghani. And for Mu'jamul Ghani as well as Mu'jamul Lughat al-Arabiyyah al-Mu'asira, you need not know root letters. So you can search Istada, it gives you the root letters. See, Mu'jamul Ghani is very nice. Da, Ain, Waw, Fi'l, Sudasi, tells you it has 6 letters. And Muta'addi, it is transitive. It tells you Istada'itu, I summoned someone. Astada'i, the Mudare also, I summon. And Istada'i Amr, Masdar is Istada'un. So he gives examples also. Examples help you to understand the meaning. Istada'at tabiba, he summoned the doctor. That means he called him. He requested him to talaba maji'ahu, he requested him to come. Da'ahu, so calling someone. And this is what istada'atil mahkamatu shuhuda, the court summoned the witnesses. You see, so now you understand. Okay, istada is, and then you can use istada'al amru huduruhu, the matters, I don't know, the matter forced him to be present, maybe. Yeah, forced him. Istada can also mean forced. So this is there, and you can go to Mu'jam al-Lughat al-Arabiyya al-Mu'asira also, al-Lughat al-Arabiyya al-Mu'asir. This gives you modern meanings, and this is also a very nice dictionary, which I use, both of them. I mean, this is my level. Somebody might go to Lisanul Arab and search, but it's a lot. I mean, quick is this one. Istalzamahu, iqtadahu, tatadda. So it increases your vocabulary. So these are for Arabic to Arabic. Mu'jamul Ghani. And Mawrid is also good here. Like if you go, I don't know if it has Qamis Muhit, Ra'id, Sanul Arab. Mawrid is not there. Mawrid also gives you one word. Assalamu alaikum. I do have questions. I don't have any questions, but Barakallah Feek. Naam Barakallah. How can I find Sheikh Sulaiman full lectures on YouTube? They're 5 or 10. You should search in Arabic. He has a channel. Let me see. Learn Arabic typing. It'll take some time, but it's worth it, huh? To learn how to type. I made a video about it also. Al-Mawqi' al-Rasmi li Fadilat al-Shaykh Sulaiman al-Rahili. 53,000 subscribers. You listen to Ahmed Behjat. He has this. I did his course. Ahmed Behjat's course. This is the website. This is the @ of his. Sulaiman al-Rahili. So I did his course. It was called Tasheel al-Fiqh. Tasheel al-Fiqh. I did all his levels. And he has this he has this Tasheel al-Fiqh al-Hanbali, Tasheel al-Fiqh al-Shafi'i. If you want to learn the Madhhab, it's good. Ahmed Behjat. But he, has this madhhab, like you should learn a madhhab and all that. Like Sheikh Shuwai'id also, like don't go without any madhhab. But we know we Indians are without any madhabs. We are Ahlul Hadith. Ahlul Hadith will never tell. Even in Madina University, there's a lot of problem now. They're starting to promote Hanbali fiqh, and students from India and going, Aina dalilu ya Shaykh? Laysa ladayna dalil. We go and ask, where is the dalil ya Shaykh? Yes, Ahlul Hadith is itself masab. But nadudu ma'ad dalili haythu madar. We turn with the dalil. Now, if you can bring the dalil, and that's how Madina University was before, no? And there are shuyukh like that. I mean, there are all, two types of shuyukh now. One, it's always people who've done hadith as their bachelors or as their masters. They stick to the dalil. But people who've not done that, people who have bachelors in fiqh or masters in fiqh, they tend to stick to the madhab, because for them authenticating an hadith or going to the sanad, and it's a little problematic, no? But people who have done hadith here, Usul al-Hadith and all those, Alfiya Iraqi, then for them it's easy. We can check the chains. At least, even if you cannot authenticate a chain, we can look through why scholars have weakened someone. Like one of the sheikhs here, he sent a message, and he sent what? Doing Hajj, and he's studied from Medina and all that. Let me open his message. Okay. So he sent a message. Hajj, spending in Hajj is equal to 700 Hajj. Correct? 700 Hajj. So I was like, Sheikh, where's this hadith? Yani, we have two hadiths, an-nafqatu fil Hajj, kan-nafqati fi sabilillah bi 700 di'f. This is in Da'if al-Targhib. Sheikh al-Albani has weakened it. And there's another hadith which is in Da'if al-Jami'. So I sent these two hadiths, Sheikh, these are weak hadith. And Sheikh replied, هل هذا الحديث ضعيف بالاتفاق أم على الراجح? Is this hadith weak, where you've agreed upon, or this is the most correct opinion? أم يمكن أن يكون حسنا وهو حسن عند بعض المحدثين, or it could be hasan according to some muhaddithin. So this is now a modern trend going on. Like somebody has authenticated this hadith, and they say some of them have yani hassanahu ba'duhum. Khalas. So I was like, Shaykh, yani Jazakallahu Khairan Shaykhan, walakin nahtaju ila tarjih ila al-hukm ila al-hadith. We need some opinion on it, okay? We cannot just say, okay, somebody has authenticated and so on. لأن كثيرا من الأحاديث أو نقول أكثرهم سنجد من حسنها. You'll find someone who has authenticated. So I said, inshallah, I'll look at the chain. And I'm just a beginner student, right? But we can look at the chain and see what this has this. What Shaykh al-Albani has said. So I said, this hadith Shaykh al-Albani has weakened because of three reasons. One, al-ittirabu min Ata ibn Sa'ib. Ata ibn Sa'ib, he had a lot of, I'm just going into this detail, but forgive me. And then Abu Zuhair, he is majhul. And there's another Ravi called Harb ibn Zuhair and Yazid ibn Zuhair. So these are so many unknown narrators here. That's why he said it is majhul. So how about people who have authenticated it? Like Sheikh al-Nawut has authenticated. And he has a whole in his Musnad Ahmad. And he has authenticated basing on the general hadith. Fi Sahih Muslim, where Rasulullah said, Kullu amal ibn Adam yudha'af al-hasana bi-ashri amthaliha. Like this thing will be multiplied by 10 and into ila sabi'miya to 700. That is the general hadith. So he has authenticated based on that. You see, and that is the manhaj of his. If he finds some hadith of Al-Nawud, so ultimately so my point is, ultimately we should be able to check the matn and sanad, and at least, we can do tarjih bain al-ulama, like why somebody has authentic. Now, if I say you now, like this is the reason somebody has authenticated and it looks, tarjih is, it's weak. It's weak. So to spread among the people because somebody has authenticated is a problem. Allahu alam. So that is something I went into. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Interesting. Yeah, so there are people like that which are coming up. Ultimately, things will change. Like in the next 5 years, 6 years, there'll be more people who will come and say, established hadith for Shaykh Al-Albani has authenticated, and say it is weak. And I made a video about Suratul Kahf, for example. There's a video about Suratul Kahf reading. Allahu alam, the more authentic appears that it is proven throughout the week, not only on Friday. Allahu alam, because there's a lot of problem between Hushaym and Abi Hashim, these two narrators. Now, should our manhaj be, okay, somebody has authenticated it, so we can spread between the intishal bain al-nas? Should we spread between the people or not? Because somebody has authenticated, obviously. So I say, Allahu alam, what we've learned is, no, we look into why someone has said, try to understand. We might not understand everything, obviously. Alas. But from what we understand, obviously, يعني نعبد الله على ما نفهم وعلى ما نتقي من الله سبحانه وتعالى, يعني من الدين. We worship Allah as to our own understanding, which we understand and which we nadinu bihi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are striving for it, inshallah ta'ala. Can change from scholar to madhhab to madhhab based on various factors. Yes, that's true. Allahu alam. But there are people who spread these issues and it becomes like a go-to for them. Al-ikhtilaf bain al-ulama, they want to go, oh, what do you think about so and so? What do you think about this thing? They go and say about these things. That should not be done. There's so much knowledge to be learned. Like there's a book, by the way. It's called what? Al-Ijazu. And he brought many masail. Yeah, it's called, sorry, the book's name is Al-Ijaz. Al-Ijazu. Someday we could do this book. Nice book. Al-Ijazu fi ba'di makhtulifa fihi or ikhtalafa. Ikhtalafa fihi al-Albani wa Ibn Uthaymin wa Ibn Baz. It's a summary in what these three shuyukh have differed upon. Shaykh Al-Albani, Ibn Uthaymin, Ibn Baz. Nice book. I think it's how many? 800 pages. And it is divided between Masail al-Aqidah, what they have differed upon. I don't know how many Masail there are here. Like for example, the Masala which I was reading, Abna'ul Mushrikin, the children of polytheists, do they go directly into Jannah or will they be tested? Now, so Sheikh bin Baz has an opinion that they will be tested, and others like that. So this is in Aqidah. There are issues like that. Hukm awladi mushrikin fil akhirah. I have a lot of time in my hand. How would you recommend me spending it with Arabic? I'm about A2 level. Do Madina books. That's my recommendation. Go to recommendation. Finish book 3, Madina books. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. I want to ask for your advice. I'm currently an Arabic with book 3. So is it better for me to start reading what interests me? It depends on your level anyways. What level you are. Yes, you should start what interests you. See, ultimately you know yourself better. Right? How you are, what's your personality, and so on. You should balance between two things. Like somebody asked a question like, should I balance between doing reviewing as well as doing new stuff? So you should know better. You like reviewing, then go reviewing. Because some people, they want to master something. I'm not like that. I'm a more general, I'm not a depth kind of guy. I'm more about the surface level. I have knowledge about surface level of many things, but not depth knowledge, in-depth knowledge. Some people, they'll take one thing and they go in depth. I think I made a video, being wide or being deep or something like that. I don't have a structure what to do. I end up wasting time. Yeah, you should have a structure, like start watching someone's playlist and take these 3 books and try to finish them. Inshallah. Madina books. Inshallah, I've done Madina book 1 test. Madina book 2, I've done quizzes on the website till lesson 20 till now. Inshallah, I'll finish Madina book 2 and start with Madina book 3. So you can give quizzes also. Madina book 1 quizzes are done. They are like almost 27 quizzes, like 2 main exams and others. Sheikh Albani also differed in niqab. Yeah, naam. You should watch Abdul Rahman Hassan's video on niqab, 4 hours podcast, the hot seat. He's clarified all those things. We take the opinion that niqab is obligatory. So it comes down to authenticating or not authenticating a hadith. Naam. Currently, yes. Allahu Alam. I've been seeing him since last 10-15 years or 10 years. So you can watch that podcast about niqab. But anyways, people go around saying, okay, niqab and so on. And they try to promote it. Ultimately, from what my understanding is, fiqh should be taken from Ibn Uthaymin rahimahullah. Hadith should be taken from Shaykh al-Albani, which is famous he's for, and Aqidah from Shaykh bin Baz. Because you get a Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin, he takes the classical scholars' view and then he does munaqasha of that, he argues, and then he gets a final opinion that the dalil is stronger to this one. That's what I personally incline towards, Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin's view. Allahu A'lam. Like, for example, doing i'tikaf in the 3 masajids. Shaykh al-Albani has a view that it's not allowed anywhere else. But nobody has taken the view. I mean, I don't know if anybody has taken the view. Majority, or from what I know, they've taken that it's allowed to do i'tikaf in all the masajids, and that is fadilah. Allahu A'lam. And then another thing is, Shaykh al-Albani has prohibited huli, golden jewelry. From what I know, on women, I don't know if there's another opinion, but al-huli lil mar'a. So there's 5 or 6 masail for this. Qira'at Surat Fatiha khalf al-imam. These masail, 5 or 6 or something like that. And it tafarrada fihi. Have you done self till mubtadi'in? Self lil mubtadi'in? No, I'm not. I don't know. Never heard. Self, I started with 1 book that's going on. Inshallah, then we can start some other books. Muhadarat fi ilm as-sarf. That book is like an advanced book. I should have started later, but that book is the one. If you understand that book, it's enough. It has a lot of exercises and you understand a lot. On Friday, only in Ramadan. Said you can't fast on Friday. Sheikh said you can't fast on Friday. Only in Ramadan. I think it's Saturday. Yeah. It's for Saturday. Allahu A'lam. Not for Friday. When does Sarf start in Madina books? The whole books is Sarf. Like Madina book 2 is Sulathi, Fil, Madi, Mudare, Mithal, Ajwaf, Naqis. Then Madina book 3, you have, so it starts from 2, you could say. Verbs start from 2. Like you master the 3 letter verbs in Madina book 2 along with the weak ones, and then the 3 starts with Majhul, so on. Book 3, a bit of it, yeah. A lot of it. Anyone struggling with the 10 forms should go to Madina books. It has each lesson for each form. Now, bab taf'il, bab if'al and istif'al and all those. Tafa'ul, tafa'ul. Also, you'll always be struggling through your whole life. Those 10 forms. Infa'ala, infi'al, ifti'al. People who skip those lessons, they're struggling all the time. I've seen them. Allahu alam. Always like very difficult for them to find the root letter. Okay, istighfar. What is the root letter? It's very simple. If you know the form istifal, ghain fara. Ultimately, you should be able to, basically, you should be able to see a word and try to guess if it's a noun or a verb also. For example, and if you can do that, that means you at least have a basic understanding of Arabic. Because if you're not able to understand if it's a noun or a verb, how will you, understand the meaning or find the root letter? If it's a noun, it'll have al or tanween. Yeah, alamatu, inshallah, in Ajrumiyah, it'll come. Alamatul asma. It'll take tanween, it'll take al, it'll become mudaf, and so on. And then if it's a verb, which form is it? Out of the 10 forms, then you can search for that. But inshallah, like al-Mujam al-Ghani, but as I won't suggest in the beginning, like searching in Arabic dictionaries, search for English dictionaries. Use this website, Aramaster, or there's Arabic Students Dictionary also, .com, where you can search without root letters. Al-Mani also you can search without root letters. Wa alaikum assalam. What do you prefer, Jumia or Nahul Ba'ad? I don't know. Maybe you can ask this question 5 years later. Because I need to get an experience of the book. I don't know. Obviously, Ajrumiyah is very famous and, that's a classical way of doing it. I have both of the books. Someday we'll start with Nahul Wadi. Nahul Wadi and Balaghatul Wadiha. Ali Al-Jami and Mustafa Amin. Someday we should do. This is Al-Madhhalatul. Obviously, this book has more exercises. Nahul Wadi has more exercises. And you should do this book. Nahul Wadi is very good. I did almost half of it, I think. I don't remember, but Nahul Wadi. Ajrumiyah, you should do Tuhfatu Saniya. Those also has exercises, more theory. Theory based is Nahu. This has more exercise. Like for example, Tamrinat here. See, you can see some Tamrinat here. Tamrinat. Ijal kullu ismin min al-ismail atiya. So I don't think you can see it, but it reversed, I guess, for you. So this is Tamrinat. So exercises. See, you have exercise. What do you want us to do? Mubtada wa khabar anhu. You have to make sentences. Like Darraja. Make sentence from Darraja. Hadihi Darrajatun. This is the. There's also treasure for vocabs. Inshallah. Go for Ajrumiyah first. Yes. Go for Ajrumiyah first. Tuhfatu Saniya, inshallah. I'm doing it in Urdu, inshallah. After we finish in Urdu, we'll start it in English. Because in Urdu, I'll start Mutammimatul Ajrumiyah. We'll do the completion of Ajrumiyah. Things have been left out in Ajrumiyah. We'll start with that for the videos. Then we'll do Ta'jilun Nada, Qatrun Nada. Qatrun Nada, Ta'jilun Nada. And then maybe inshallah after that we'll start with Alfiya. It'll take a long time, but that's the goal for Nahu. Inshallah. Go with Ajrumiyah. Ajrumiyah gives you a lot of practice, lot of foundational things. But if you've done Madina books properly, nicely, it'll be very easy. Ajrumiyah will be very easy. That's why it's famous. So 5 books for Arabic, from what I understand. Allahu Akbar. Madina book, start with that. Then go to Ajrumiyah. And then Mutammimatul Ajrumiyah. Qatrun Nada Alfiya. 5 books. I mean, people, if you want to stop at Qatrun Nada, that's fine. If it doesn't want to go to Alfiya also, that's fine. Inshallah. But for the mutakhassis who want to specialize in Nahu, he has to do this Alfiya also. Wa alaikum salam. I finished Medina curriculum. Now finished studying half of Qisas. Finished Musa alayhi Islam. What's your tips for me? Keep reading. Barakallahu feek. You finish Medina books. Focus on the Quran. Quran, there should not be any words which you don't understand. I mean, almost majority of the verses you should be able to understand. Now, Quran should be the first. Al-Quranu awwalan. And then you can focus on Hadith also. Bukhari, Muslim. Like you can start with this book. Al-Lu'lu wal-Marjan fi mattakhafas shaykhan. The Hadith which are the most authentic Hadith. Which both Imam Bukhari and Muslim have brought. Muttafaq alayh Hadith. How many of them are, they are Muttafaq alayh Hadith. I don't know if any share of it. 1906 ahadith. Just 1900 ahadith. Muttafaq alayh. No repetition. The most authentic ahadith on the planet. Which both of them have agreed. It's called Al-Lu'lu wal-Marjan. Lu'lu wal-Marjan fi mattafaqa alayhi shaykhan. You'll find the PDF. Very famous. Al-Bukhari wal-Muslim Muhammad Fuad Abdul Baqi. He has done a lot of work. Very famous. Rahimahullah. Fuad Abdul Baqi. Then PDF, yeah, you'll find it. Just search Al-Lu'lu wal-Marjan. Al-Lu'lu wal-Marjan. In Arabic, you have to search, obviously. Find the PDF. Very famous these are. And one of the Barnamij programs which we've done, this website says the student should read this book every day. Some portion of it along with the Quran. Because these are muttafaq alayhi hadith. Most authentic hadith. How can we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without knowing this? As a talib ilm, inshallah. Even I've not finished it. I've just read some, maybe 300 hadiths of it. But yeah, this we should read. Someday we'll start and read this book. So many dreams, but so little life. Local library has the book. Barakallahu feek. Yes. And you can start with small books. In Aqidah, it depends. You should start with Usul Salata, Inshallah. And then Qawaid Arba, Nawaqid al-Islam. Those things in Aqidah, because Aqidah is something which will help you all the time. No, Aqidah comes first. If your Aqidah is not correct, then it's a lot of problem. Al-Aqidatul Ula. Barakallahu feekum. Arabic should be good because Arabic is miftah. Miftah, yani kulli al-ulum is the key of all sciences. And if you don't do Arabic, then there are places where people refuse to learn Arabic. They're like, no, we don't understand Arabic. So I went and gave a khutbah someplace in a village. And like usual, I use a lot of Arabic because that's what we are learning. So what happened was, after the khutbah they came, you used a lot of Arabic, he said. I was like, what can I do? I mean, that's my goal, even in lectures and so on. Because many times what happens is they give the whole khutbah in Urdu or whichever language. Even the hadiths are not quoted in Arabic. Even the ayat are not quoted in Arabic. Just translations. The whole spirit goes away, It's like, what are we listening to? And once you learn Arabic, translation seems like, watered down versions and you don't feel any. The same hadith, if you read the translation, you like you don't feel anything. But you read it in Arabic, you see the dialogues and so on, the speech of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Sahabi and so on. You feel so much motivating. You get motivated to do the amal. It's so powerful. SubhanAllah, this. And that's why many of these Orientalists, they used to learn Arabic. And you say في اللغة العربية سحر. There's a magic in Arabic language. There's something in it, right? SubhanAllah. And that's true. That's true. And anyone who's tasted the taste of Arabic, they can affirm to that. So this is our goal, no? That we take our children, ourselves to Arabic. And that is the real Islah. Islahul nafs, Islahul adab. You rectify yourself is through Arabic. I believe Sheikh Rashid Rida, he used to say, and people who've refused Arabic, like the Persians and the Indians and so on, لا نتوقع منهم كثيرا. We don't expect a lot from them. Islam, I mean, that might be a little harsh, but because they refuse to learn Arabic. Indians refuse. And they have a language Urdu, which is 50% Arabic, but they should be the first one to be learning Arabic, no? Al-Arabiya. They should be the first one because 50% of vocabulary, or maybe 40%, or more than that. It's same. It's the same vocabulary. It's the same font you use, the same writing. Aina nahnu? Where are we? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Allah. So we should never refuse, inshallah. Someday we should hope that we will also learn Arabic. You have some suggestions? Sure. It's not that the Arabic this thing. It's just we are doing the Arabic revival. Every age there were some people who wanted to revive Arabic. Every age people tried, like 1800s and 1850s. Nawab Siddiq Hasan Khan, he used to write only in Arabic and print only in Arabic. Being a Bhopali in Bhopal, and he had a publishing house. And he was a Nawab, and he spent so much money in printing books, and he has many beautiful books. When did you start learning? When did you start learning Arabic yourself? I mean, it's a long journey. I made a video about it, but it started with always wanting to learn Arabic, understand the Quran, Tarawih. I did this course like he's famous, I think, Understanding Quran Academy. And they have these small books. I tried doing that. I hardly understood anything, the verbs and so on and so forth. And then I found Brother Asif Merali's books. And then I did along with those books, I did my bachelor's in Islamic studies, which helped me a lot on Islamic Online University, almost 10 years ago. 2014, I believe I started. Before that also, there was always enthusiast about Arabic. That time only those videos were available, lqtoronto.com. Yes, in Canada. SubhanAllah, he has done wonderful work, because there is, we have a tendency here to make students, stuck in the beginner cycle. If you understand, they want students, many teachers, they want students to be perfectionists in what they do. Like, for example, children learning tajweed. Notice some people, they teach, and this child is stuck in qaida, whichever book is doing, qaida, Nurani qaida, whatever, is stuck for 5 years. And he never progresses to the Quran. Oh, you don't pronounce the dot correctly. So he's stuck in that. And he goes to some other madrasa, they're like, you don't pronounce this correctly, khalas, you're back to qaida. And he's an adult and he has no interest in the Quran now. He never comes to, giving an extreme example, but same thing happens with Arabic. Somebody chooses this book and he stays at that beginner level, and then he leaves it, he finds on some other teacher, whatever. He starts from the beginning again, and then he starts again. Beginner loop goes on. So what happens is, unintentionally, obviously, students are made to be at a beginner level. And it happens in YouTube also. For example, if I start a beginner level course, I'll find a lot of views, and if I do some advanced book 2, for example, Madhhab book 2, I'll find little takers. So what happens is, you'll keep always beginner level, beginner level, beginner level. So what happens is, the student is not able to grow. So my point is, that was the only place where we found all the 96 videos. There were 96 of all the books. And subhanAllah, other people, they used to do just book 1 and then khalas, again book 1 or whatever. Because you should make the student, learn even till the advanced level. Inshallah. For beginners, they must study the basic Arabic. It is important. Then they should take like Durusul Lugha, Qira'atul Wadiha, and other types of books. Durusul Lugha is basic. It starts very basic. Hada kitabun. It teaches. Now, if you suggest that, okay, we'll do theoretical grammar, yeah, you could do. But many people are, in the starting itself, okay, al-kalam, al-kalima, al-kalimatu thalathatu aqsam, and then you say ismu fail, harf. Many people are turned off by that. That's why Shaykh, he also used to say, Abdul Rahim, hey, this is beginning. Kalam fadih. This is like, what will a person assign? Ismu fail, harf, and these things. So that's why he starts with, okay, let's start practical. Hada kitabun, hada baytun, hada. You start pointing things out. And then we learn dhalika. Then we learn haulai. Like that. You learn possession. Hada kitabullah. Now, say no to book first is grammar, I don't think. Allahu alam, everybody has their own way to teach, but anyhow, if you start with grammar, fine. Ultimately, we should keep learning, whichever way. That's why grammar should be applied grammar. That's why the Shaykh V. Abdul Rahim used to say, apply it. Don't be just theoretical. Don't just teach this, apply it. And that is, that's why Madina books, grammar is a point of introduction. And after that, even if you forget the rule, he'll repeat it so many times, you'll get used to it. Like idafa, for example, Kitabullah, Allah's book. Alas, you learn the rule. Now he'll keep repeating it in sentences again and again and again. It becomes your muscle memory. If somebody says now Kitabullah or Kitabullahu, you'll find it weird. You might not forget, you remember the rule, but becomes easy. Allahu alam. Because it's muscle memory. It's like you get used weird. Like in English also, we might not know the rule if somebody is speaking wrong English or bad English. So the rule is this thing. Inshallah. Grammar books alone are good for Arabs, for not for non-Arabs. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Ultimately, I am of an opinion that whatever book you do, inshallah, it'll be khair. It's all about an-niyya ma'allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Niyya and ikhlas. Because even I've gone almost so many books. I've done Arabic tutor also. I remember sitting and reading and feeling I don't understand any of this. I think second volume of Arabic. Inshallah, those also good books, Arabic tutor. I was like, how will I understand this? How will I? I never had the intention of teaching. It's just qaddar Allah. But I was like, so many things. How will I ever remember? And I felt like crying. But subhanallah, we think like that. But it clicks. People are giving up too easy and don't want to put to work. Any book works. Just do it. Yes. Any book works. Yes. That's how we learn. No. It's like, because we are not full-time students. We should not compare ourselves to full-time students or full-time people who've gone to some madaris and they've spent 5 years, 6 years. They don't have to think all this. Whatever the program there is in the school or madrasa, they do that. It's a fault for us to compare with them. No, we are enthusiasts, right? We just learn, yeah, inshallah, and we try. We cannot compare. We take out the time from whatever jobs and families we have, and then we study. You know, inshallah. So comparing with them, oh, I'll study 6 hours every day, 8 hours every day. How is that possible? It's always about consistency, not about the hours you give it. It's really surface. You should try to memorize. Yes, memorizing is good. Yes, I'm not saying it's bad. At least basic conjugations of madi, mudare, amr, dhaba, dhaba, yabu, dhabat. Those things, yadhabu, yadhabani. Because many people will always be confused between madi and mudare, and they translate, reverse. At least basic things you should know. Which is present, which is past. What attaches with madi, what attaches with mudare, al mudare. Like that, like lan comes with mudare, lam comes with lam, an lan kai idan, lam lamma. All these, lam al amr. And with madi, we say qad. And ma dhahaba, he did not go. Qad dhahaba, he surely went. Yes. Allahu a'lam. Because I believe I went and started to learn Arabic someplace, and they were throwing so many vocabulary, and I was like, how will I be able to memorize? And I never finished that course. Tamatim, vegetables, and in a masjid it was. Alhamdulillah, but we learn somewhere something. You get one idea and then you pick up. It's like struggle, no? Like starting a business, like it said. You go and start. You learn something. That might not work out, but something else will work out, and then you'll find something else. You'll find something else. That's how it should be, always the struggle will go on. It's not like you'll not learn anything at all. No, you learn something and you won't realize you've learned from that book or whatever. That's why it's recommended grammar first. Yes, barakallahu fiqh. Anyways, grammar first or vocabulary first. There's a new trend, no? Vocabularies. Oh, every day you should memorize this. Khalas, 4,000 words. If you memorize, you are an expert in Arabic. It's easier said than done. How will you memorize 4,000 words? For kids, it's easy. I mean, maybe not easy, but you can make them sit down and try to memorize and stuff. But adults, so difficult. Memorizing, sit and memorize. Like Quran, you have to sit every day. Okay, today we are learning 30 vocabulary. And then that's how. Maybe they'll become strong. I don't know. I've not learned like that. Just vocabulary, rote learning. I find it so boring. Okay, vegetables. Let's learn some vegetables. 30 vegetables. Allahu a'lam. But yeah, anyhow, that's also a good way. Everything. I mean, you're building your vocabulary list, but there should be a lot of review also for that. Is it not to memorize sentence versus only the words by themselves? I don't know. Yeah, good to memorize sentences also. See, memorization is always good. It's just that do you like it or not? Yes, some people like it. Okay, khalas. Just sit and memorize. I don't like it. I want to understand stuff, how they work. And yes, you could understand. Yeah. For the vocabulary to totally understand it, you should always try to make a sentence, so it sticks with you a long time. For example, istada'a, we just saw. So the sentence was istada'al mahkamat, istada'atil mahkamatu shuhada. The court summoned the witnesses. Now you'll not forget istada'a is to summon, to call. It's same like calling, but more official version of calling, summoning. Isn't immersing yourself in a language a good way to memorize vocab, acquisition basic? That's how I learned. Yes, immerse yourself, read. Force yourself to keep reading. Go for Umrah, go for Umrah. They'll give you this, I don't know now, but when I went, they'll give you this brochures and this, that. I used to understand 30-40%, but still I used to force myself to read. And I said, someday, inshallah, I'll crack it. Something, just reading before sleeping or whatever. And so many books they used to give for free. So just keep reading. And sit in the library, in the Haramain. I used to sit most of the time in my library, just seeing someday I'll be able to crack it. Alhamdulillah. I think that was 5 years ago. Can do Madina's side books on their own without a teacher. There are not many guided videos. Yes, you can actually. Once you've done Madina book 3, I think you can. At least half of it. Because there he brings, even if you don't just memorize it. Yes, you can do it, I believe. Yes, you can do it. Especially Madina book 1. I don't know much about Madina book 2, but because I've not taught it on the channel as of yet. But I don't know. Let's see. Inshallah, I hope to create. Urdu is going on as inshallah. Then we'll go into the English ones. I finished 2 books of Madina book 1. There are 3 books of Madina book 1, 7 books of 2, and 7 books of Madina book 3. Totally 17 books. 14 plus 3, 17. Yeah, 17 books. And then 3, the original classical books. So totally 20 books which they learn in the Madhhab, in the institute. From what I've heard recently, even now I believe, these are the only 20 books they learn. I mean, Madina book 3, they divide into 3 and 4, 15 lessons. Fi Mustawa in the semester. So inshallah, we hope to start with those things also. Dictionary that you used after knowing surf when you started. Hands where? I tried so many dictionaries, but you'll be like, what are they talking about? This is Lane's lexicon, no? It's such a weird, so difficult English. Handswear is what clicked for me, and that's why it's famous. What level of Arabic is good? I don't know. They'll take an interview, and if they think your Arabic is good, they might take you. It all depends on the interviewer, I guess. But you should know basic Arabic, be able to speak basic, I believe. But I know some people who've gone into the Madhhab also without any Arabic. 2 years in the institute and then 4 years. So you get to stay 6 years. Masters is not possible nowadays, because masters, out of all Indians, for example, they'll choose only one. I mean, Indians have a lot of competition. Maybe your country might have less. But choosing only 1 or 2 or 3, just 2 or 3, that's it. Alas, so. And that too, you should be a topper and so on. Then PhD is also like that. It became very tough nowadays. So many people are coming back after doing the bachelor's of 4 years. Baccalaureate. But yeah, if you get into masters also, so you get 3 to 4 years there, master, 2 years of masters and then PhD. You can stay for 10. Previously, people used to stay for 10 years. Do all of the things, and after that come back. PhD, doctora. I don't know. Nowadays, there's a lot of competition. Doesn't your application have a better chance of getting accepted? I don't know. Ask people who've gone there. Be less than 25 years. Start applying at the age of 20. At least in 5 years, you'll get it. I mean, here we have a lot of competition. So, in India, there's so much competition. Maybe you should show at least hifz also. If you have hifz, then they accept you. How do you stay consistent in all these years? I don't know. I mean, I have nothing else to do. I can't do anything else. What else should I do? People learn one skill and they do like that. I mean, what else can one do? Tawfiq, yeah. Tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, everybody cannot become scholars. Everybody cannot learn Arabic, I would say. Everybody has a field. You should find your field, how you want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and find that and stick to it. Like somebody, I know a friend of mine, he helps poor people, widows, and he adopts villages here. And he goes and establishes a masjid and so on. He does a lot of work in social service. That's his work. I've never done social service at all. But there's so many hadiths for that. SubhanAllah, feeding the poor, and I can't go. I can't do it. What does tawfiq mean? Tawfiq means guidance. Guidance. Hidayah is of 2 types. Hidayatul tawfiq and hidayatul irshad. We need to talk more about that. By the way, Hidayatul Irshad means when you're guiding someone to the, like also some used to tell you the wahi and all that, Quran, Sunnah, and guide you. But the actual guidance, tawfiq, should come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That where you are guided to do the right path, take the right path, the actual. That's why Allah says, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. You do not guide whom you wish. But other places Allah said, إِنَّكَ, I don't remember the verse, but you are a guide, had. لِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ had. For every people there's a guide. But that guide is showing the path. Irshad, that is called. Where you're advising, where you're showing the path. Hidayatul Irshad. Hidayatul Tawfiq means like somebody is showing the path and then it comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you accept it. That is called Tawfiq. That's why there's a dua which the Arabs make. Waffaqak Allah. Allah give you Tawfiq. The actual guidance. More learning Arabic and policy. Yeah, inshallah, we are trying, inshallah, on YouTube to promote Arabic learning. This is our goal, inshallah, to promote, inshallah. It's awkwardly quiet on English internet when it comes to Arabic. Studying the deen in English is not optimal. Ya akhi, yani. Yes, we should promote. That's why we have a channel. And you should also open a channel, Arabic Resurgence, inshallah. I have more videos. Research Arabic. We have to always return it back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not because we are smart. Allah will give success. Yes, Naam. You think international is better than the ones in UK? Obviously, Medina is better. Obviously, the ones in Islamic studies or Arabic is always better than any other country. No, UK obviously. Islamic countries are always far better than any other universities. And anyways, you should ask those who've actually studied there. You should ask those people. Because ultimately, it's the city of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, obviously. Al-Madinatu khairul lahum. Medina is better for them. I think it's because people are used to learning from an internet is kind of new. Yes, it's kind of new. Yes, 20 years ago, how much internet? In India, we had Geo and because of that, we got internet. Yes, and it went into villages and all that, free internet, or we had this. Before that, nobody, now you have all TikTokers and all these people, reels, making reels, even in villages. It wasn't there like 10 years ago, 2010. It was very, we used to get this this pen drive kind of thing. I used to put, I used to get internet at that time in laptops, and then before we had wired, of course, and it was so costly. I don't know anyone studied how often Arabic QA happening on this channel. I don't know. I just try to make it once in a month because I tried doing weekly, but the next week nobody came. I mean, hardly anyone came, so maybe monthly, inshallah. I'll try the last week somewhere, inshallah. I don't know anyone who studied these there apart from someone on Reddit who said that workers are racist to people from third world countries. Where? Medina. See, anywhere you go, you'll find these people or whatever. We should not be concerned about what people do or how they are. We should go for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And you should lose sabr for all these things. Ultimately, you're learning for free if you get scholarship. Everything is free. You're getting a stipend there. What else do you want? And try to stay away from all these things. And it's a big city. Medina is a big city, obviously. Why do you want to stop? Are you from Kashmir? No, I'm from Hyderabad. South. Don't get advice from randoms on Reddit. Yes. So I'm thinking it's better. Try applying first. Try applying because application itself takes a long time because you need to get translated some certificates and you should get someone's recommendation. Application process is also so it takes a long time to understand and then apply. And nowadays it's become easy online, but still you have to put some effort, get your certificates, translate transcriptions, and which levels are accepted and A levels or whatever, 10ths. Or I'm specifically talking about Arabic because compared to other sciences, it takes a bigger investment. You can join a fiqh aqidah in class and get benefits. Yes. Arabic is a bigger investment. Yes. Because there are a lot of beginners, no? People want to begin and then they quit. Like I've seen so many people, they come to me, see, I will stick with you for 5 years. I'll learn Arabic from you. And they they disappear after few months. And I've seen so many people. I'm like, what's happening? Maybe I'm not able to teach properly or something. Maybe that's the problem. But are you cut for Arabic? So you don't choose Arabic. Arabic chooses you, kind of. Allahu Alam. I can apply this. You have to wait till next year since I'm too young. In one time, it's so easy to play video games just to start social media. Yeah, be lazy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. That's why, inshallah, masajid should also be a source where some books should be going on in Arabic for teaching Arabic. We have places in masajid where courses should be done all the time. But even here, if I would have taught English, people would have come, from left, right. They would pay me whatever and stuff, and I get offers to teach English. I'm like, no. I want to teach Arabic, khalas. I'm only for Arabic. No English. Or the Urdu for that matter. No pen, no nahu. Naam. Don't be so harsh on people who said they will stick with you for 5 years, please. We should emphasize this, and never they may retire. I'm not harsh on them. Yes. Sheikh Al-Uthaymeen, I saw a video. He said, if somebody comes to you and says, I want to learn Arabic in 3 days, what will you do? He said, teach them in 3 days. Who knows, they might come back again. And that's how we are, inshallah. We'll try to teach them in 3 days. Yeah, whatever it is, and that will create a spark, and then he will increase. And don't say, I can't teach you in 3 days. Teach whatever is possible. And you can teach. If you understood properly and stuff, you can teach the main stuff, and this happens, see, this happens, and this happens. And that's it. You Surah Al-Fatiha, you can explain Arabic through that, yes. Nasta'in, see, Nasta'in, the noun is telling us we seek help. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Alas na'budu, abada ya'budu, and so on. It's just creating a resurgence, like we say. I think it's a good opportunity that there's not a lot of Arabic, because then you can fill the gap how Arabic enthusiasm is making. Yes, I mean, everything is how you look at stuff, no? Like there's this story where it's not authentic, obviously, I think, but just some story where a person was selling shoes. He had a shop and all that. He went to a country. He sent some employee of his, and the employee came back and said, that country you cannot sell shoes. Why? Because they don't wear shoes at all. They wear sandals. And he was like, what? Okay, I won't expand in that country. He sent another employee next year or whatever. And that was like, sir, boss, let's start a new factory that nobody wears slippers or nobody wears shoes there. Right? So he was positive. If we go there, we'll be the starters. And let's go and establish that. So that's how you look at it. Inshallah. I'm just sounding pessimistic because we need to step up, but I'm happy to, it's getting better. Inshallah, it'll get better. It'll get better, inshallah. See, Arabic on internet was something which is weird. How will you learn a language? Even we have some people, no? How will you learn language on internet? And I was said the same thing 10 years ago. I was like, I don't have anything. What can I do? I'm just making the most of what I had. Something is better than nothing. No, you have to spend 8 years in Madhhab and so on. Then you will get Arabic. Even 8 years later, they are not, they are unable to speak Arabic. So how will you learn? Like, let's see. I don't have a goal. Someday we'll learn, inshallah. And we did learn, alhamdulillah. So you make the most of what you have. Like Shaykh Al-Albani, he didn't have paper to write on. He used to take visiting cards and all that. And he made notes and he summarized those books. And subhanallah, that's how you start. Sitting in a library, not having paper, imagine. I was thinking about creating a roadmap that links to advanced Islamic topics instead of just the basic one that I always, yes, inshallah, yes. Imagine, in English, it's very recent. Imagine, Bukhari was translated, I believe, 1999, 2000, just 20 years ago. Translated into English. So, it's fairly new. It takes time for any generation to move into that. Like in India, for example, people pass the exams very difficult, and it's a lot of problems, no? And once they get into this reading mindset, then they can learn Arabic and so on. Inshallah, we try. Study for Arabic 8 years and madrasa and still, yeah, because see, all students are not the same. Some are strong students, some are weak students who just pass the exams. Not all students are the same. Not all are studious, and not all like grammar. Not all like language. I know a friend of mine. He hates now. I mean, like, I don't want now. He loves fiqh. He reads, and his Arabic is very good, by the way. But he studies Nahu books. I cannot teach. Because your choice. So you learn a little bit Arabic, which you can read books. Khalas. That's it. So hard things are worth doing, but because if Arabic, everyone would know it. Yes, true. But we should not say Arabic is hard. Inshallah will say Arabic is easy. You just need to make an effort. We don't want to put off people. Inshallah, in the beginning, I think they lost passion for Arabic. That's why they don't know Arabic. I don't know. Let's not judge anyone, and let's not be harsh, as someone said. Everybody has a life, and everybody has their own story. Inshallah, we keep trying. Inshallah, I mean, everybody has their field. Like Imam Malik, one Abid, he was worshipping all night, right? And he came to Imam Malik and said, well, I was praying whole night and you were just sitting and reading a book, Muta'ala books and all that. So Imam Malik said, Allah, Inna Allah qassam al-arzaq. He has divided arzaq, well, I believe he said af'al. And actions also, ibadas also. So according to you, Allah has given you tawfiq of ibadah. And I have ilm, knowledge. So, I mean, Allah has made that easy for you. Everybody has their own. Kullun muyassarun lima khuliqa lah. Like Rasul said, everybody has made easy what they were created for. So that is that. And obviously, ilm is better than amal, because if the amal, that doesn't mean we should not do amal, obviously, but everybody is created differently, I would say. Like for me, reading a book is easier than praying 30 rakats maybe. Language learning has a great cognitive benefits. Yes, alhamdulillah. Yes, there are a lot of benefits. We'll have 8 more minutes, inshallah, and we'll end in 8 more minutes. If anyone else has some questions, 1.5 hours, it already. SubhanAllah. And maybe next month we might meet again in June, last week of June, like Saturday or Sunday. You avoid Alzheimer's or dementia. Do you think it'll be worth learning Urdu to A2 level just so I understand my own language? I don't. I get. I mean, somebody says like I want to learn Urdu. I don't know which book to recommend or how to learn Urdu. Maybe you can try. We get these books called Bolta Qaida in Urdu. You can try reading those, and then you can go into some small story books. What do you plan to do once you finish all the business? Do you want to do more lower level books or go higher level? I don't know. That's a long journey. I'll obviously go a higher level also, inshallah. It'll be a balance of both. Like, I don't want students who've not done anything to find on my channel. It'll become too niche. It'll become too, nobody will come to my channel then. Only those students who have learnt Arabic will come to my channel. So my channel will always, inshallah, will have batches whenever once in 2 years, 3 years of Madina books, so that we can create new students who will go to the advanced levels. So it'll be a balance of both. I'll keep trying, because ultimately my channel, if it does Madina books, that's enough for my goal. Everything is like just extra. My channel should be called Madina book channel. Everything else is just extra. Just stick to one book, khalas, that's it. This is my life goal. Teach Madina books all the time, because that's how I learn, and that's the best books in my opinion. So I keep promoting that. Urdu by nahi dekhe, yeah, maybe. I don't have a question, but I want to thank you. Barakallah feek. USC, I've been watching for 4 years. Barakallah feekum. We don't have such universities. You are fortunate enough, alhamdulillah. What is the most difficult harm to get over learning? Which parts of learning journey are the most difficult? Consistency, obviously. Being consistent is the most difficult. Because some days you read something and you don't understand one word of it. You're so depressed and so sad. Like, I've been spending so many years and whatever. Still, I'm not able to understand. But you should come back again. Wake up, sleep over it. Next day it'll become easier. Or leave that book, do something. There's Alfiya ibn Malik, and I have the Sharh of Sheikh Nuthaymeen. And for a couple of couplets, or one couplet, 2 lines, he says, I don't understand. Sheikh Nuthaymeen says, I don't understand. We asked the Sheikh, I don't understand. So he wrote that. He wrote a poetry. I forgot it. Fajawiz Hulil. It comes in the Madina books also. Leave whatever you're not able to and go to something which you are able to. Leave it. So he says, I don't know. So consistency is the key. I used to go to a Urdu program where I was a kid, I read Urdu Khada, but never finished it. Yeah, subhanallah. I mean, focus on Arabic first, I would say. Arabic, if you have Arabic, we don't need Urdu. But Urdu is it's a dominating language, no? People who have Urdu, who've learned Urdu, they are repelled by listening to Arabic also many times. Because once you learn Urdu and you're always reading Urdu texts and all that, you don't want to shift to Arabic. And that happens with anything. English also, if you learn a lot of English, and like I've done all it in English, it's easier to read English text. But if it comes in Urdu or Arabic, I have to read it and so on. So I want to become an Arabic teacher. Do you have advice for me? Yes. Madina books. I don't think it's for women studying in Islamic countries. Stick to Madina books. Start teaching Madina books. Start with Madina book 1. And yeah, inshallah. Once you finish those books, and then you can go to other books and start teaching those. Possible I keep studying here and maybe do a course one day in Arab country and then come back to teach? Yes. You could do a program in Egypt? Yes. I have a video idea. Why don't you go through the Holy Quran, explain the grammatical root and how the harakat is influenced? That's a very good idea. I have a book also for that, but I've never started it. This is the book Asif Mehrali also recommends, or Sheikh V. Abdul Rahim also recommends. Called what, you know? Yeah, this is the book. I'll just open it. This is called Muhammad Mohar Ali PDF. Change this thing. 1 second. It takes a long time to load. I'm not getting that window. Anyways, the book is called Word for Word Meaning of the Quran, Volume 1 by Muhammad Mohar Ali. It's 3 volumes. You'll get this. And we can do, it take a long time anyways. 1 volume is each like 700 pages. I'll just show you. Again, I'll try. And the windows are not loading. Okay. I need to change the capture method to bit. Just 10. Alright. Okay. So this is the book. So what happens is, what he does is, like for example, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ. So he has a footnote 6, and he gives you the word unzila. It was sent down. He gives you passive, singular, past passive from anzala, yunzilu, unzila. And then he teaches you like that so many words. Al-akhirah, yuqinuna. It comes from ayqana, yuqinu. It gives you the vocabulary. And then, I mean, we could do Arab books also. But before that, I would like to do this book, but it's a long, you know, the whole Quran is there. For vocabulary. Like, he gives you like marad, amrad, disease, sickness, ailment. Inshallah. Any tips to huduf in a saying bihi al with it? Yeah, very difficult. There's a book called Huduf al-Ma'ani fi Rasf al-Mabani, I believe. I forgot the name, but it's something like this. Huduf al-Ma'ani. It gives you all the meanings of ba. I tried reading that, but it's so complicated. And sometimes it becomes this, and sometimes it becomes that. Huruf are some one of the, maybe when our level increases, inshallah, with enough context, yes, inshallah. You learn Arabic and you would progress faster. Obviously, you'll progress faster at, except, I mean, when you're not at home. I mean, obviously, doing at home is just something which you're doing for the sake of doing. We don't have anything else. Just, I want to know how to become a teacher once I'm fluent. How do you become a teacher? Find some students. And how do you find students? Marketing. Do a lot of marketing. I did not do marketing. I started a YouTube channel. You could go my way also. Start making videos and promote, right? Or you can do marketing. So I speak easy Fusha. Yes, he speaks easy Fusha from what I understand. Allahu Alam. But I just want to experience in Arabic country. Yes, go to Arab country. In 6 months, you learn what people here learn in 2 years maybe. It's that beneficial. Environment and so on. With enough immersion, okay. It's funny, sometimes I understand an Arabic sentence but can hardly translate. That's true. And that's the goal. Many times, you'll read everything and you understand it. But you're unable to translate it. That's how you should learn the Arabic, immersion. Right, subhanallah, I mean, you understand everything, but for translation, you need to know the target language also, no? I mean, you can't, you should be able to, you should know the word for it in English. So, have you seen a website called arabic.ba? Yes, I've seen. I've made a video also, I believe, of it. It's a very nice website. Test your harakat or something. I've made a video of it, about it. If you want to know if someone is a true Arabic lover, ask them. Juhan. Oh, who is Juhan? Yeah. Yes, we should start his stories, no? But somebody says start with Kamil Kilani's books for stories. I have my amusing stories books going on. And then he says, he sent me an email saying we should do Kamil Kilani's books. Hindawi, you know the website, no? Hindawi.org. I'm asking if I need to do special study at the advanced. No, whatever. See, books you should learn. If I love Mashru story books, you should do something similar. Yeah, I don't know. Mashru were nice. But Kamil Kilani has an advanced this thing. And doesn't show the window. But this is Hindawi website. Let me just see again. I'm streaming through Streamlabs. It's so bad. You should use OBS. Yeah, I found it. Streamlabs is like a light version of it. So this is Muassasa Hindawi, where free books, they publish the books on their own and give it for free. Like they take the books and publish it. So you go here and you click on Kutub, and Kamil Kilani is very famous. Like you don't want Riwayat, Sirul Alam, Falsafa, Qisasul Atfal. Qisasul Atfal, there's so many books for stories. And nice printing, and you know, the quality is so wonderful. But the Arabic is also like that, very difficult. So you find Kamil Kilani is also somewhere. And we can choose through authors somewhere. Al-Qasail, Al-Musahimun. You can search Kamil Kilani, or maybe go Kaf. And search for Kamil Ibrahim, Kamil Kilani. Yeah, Kamil Kilani is an Egyptian. He was. So he has his stories. Ahid al-Jababira, Abu al-Hasan, very difficult Arabic. I tried reading some of them. So nice stories, but Al-Asad al-Ta'ir, flying lion. Nice printing also. Yeah, Taj al-Marmar. I don't know what Marmar means. So difficult vocabs. Not for beginners. There's so many books. Like how many books? He has one. What is this? 128. Are you going to make another Medina book in one video? Yes, it's going on. Inshallah. Like Medina book 2 is going on. It's taking a long time. I've done 12 lessons, almost 8 hours or 9 hours. I've done for 12 lessons. Subhanallah. Medina book 1, we've done it 7 hours. Khalas, the whole book. But this just 12 lessons. It's because it's huge. So once I reach 12 hours, inshallah, I'll post that video, because maximum on YouTube is 12 hours. Inshallah. So maybe I'll do till lesson 20 maybe, because I have 4 more hours. Inshallah. Maybe till 20, and the last will have last 10 lessons will have inshallah in 5 hours. So maybe 25 hours it will take us. Sorry, 17 hours, 17 or 18 hours. Let's see, or 20 hours. Mantukh is a good app for listening as well. I don't know. I've never heard. I've not started even the first book yet. Inshallah. Start, inshallah. There's Medina book 1 in 7 hours, which summarizes everything. Or if you want to go into detail, you can go into the 25 videos of Medina book 1 in English. Or there's in Urdu. As well as Tariqus Salaf. I don't know. Let's see, inshallah. Tariqus Salaf. You mean Play Store apps? Yes, 25 videos. There's a live session. So some things you might not understand. So for that, you might go and watch the 25, where I've gone into detail. People ask questions. It's more like a classroom setting. Yeah, on phone. Okay. Allah, Tariqus Salaf and Mantukh. For listening, you mean? Assalamu alaikum, akhil Habib. ما هي ربط الكتب؟ ربط على Telegram. I'll just put it. Inshallah. I have all my books in a Telegram channel, where you can PDF, you can download it. Because if you put on websites, you get archive.com brings it down. Like Albe Benedek, they brought it down. Copyright strikes. And that's fine. I mean, obviously, they have their own this thing. I'll just put it here. The chat. You can join Telegram, and then you'll find all the books there. We thought of doing more collabs. Collabs with whom? If you find someone, inshallah, we'll do with collabs, inshallah. I'm always ready for anything relating to Arabic. But you need networking. I'm not a networking person. I'm more, I don't speak to anyone. Lonely wolf. I would probably have to watch Arabic lectures for 10 years if you didn't make your Madhhab book players. Yes, subhanallah. I mean, people told me that. They said, we have already Asif Mehrali's book. Why do you want to create your own videos? I'm like, I don't care. I want to do it for myself. Because if I don't teach something, I realize to be able to be good at something, teach it again and again and again. Would you do a podcast in Arabic where you invite guests to speak in Arabic about different topics? I did one. With a student of Madina University. You can find it in podcast playlist, I believe. Moin Umri. But if I go to others, they are hesitant to speak in Arabic, like Urdu scholars and all that. Obviously, that's difficult, no? So I did one in Urdu also. So I don't get scholars to speak. If you find someone, inshallah, we'll do it to speak. The watch along page that you have made is really, would you do more of those? I don't know what to watch. You can recommend something. Maybe we can watch something halal, no music. I was doing this cartoon series. Somebody sent me an email. There are women in there. How are you making such videos? I said, fine, I'll stop. And I stopped. Women are without hijab and the cartoons. I mean, I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Blur it or something, or make it only audio. Then I stopped those. There was this YouTube channel called you need an agent to do networking, yeah, inshallah. Salil Fawzan to Alas, you should do that, inshallah. Did you do any programs before learning, and do you recommend any programs? I did Understand Quran Academy's program. I don't know if it's there in English, but he used to teach in Urdu, and those videos we used to get in the CD. You know what a CD? You should know. We used to get a CD. We used to put in the VCR or whatever CD player on the television. We used to get those Arabic before YouTube, like 15 years back, or DVD. So we used to do. I watched that, but I hardly understood anything. But obviously, that was a step. It was the first time I was doing. There's a cartoon without music or Tariq ibn Ziyad, the one who conquered Andalus. I can send it. Yeah, please send it. Maybe you can watch. Sorry, I don't know any series. I'm not that old. You don't know series? I was wondering, subhanallah. So you get this series, no? I was not talking about VCRs where you put in the VCR. Maybe short clips of Ibn Uthaymeen, Sheikh Fawzan as watch alongs. Yeah, maybe. Yes, that's good. Maybe yeah, sure. That is the most halal thing to do. Yes. I watch every SpongeBob. Yeah, we don't promote anything, all those things. But yes, that's a good idea. Yes, watching lectures of shuyukh. Maybe we can select a playlist so that even I'll benefit, everyone will benefit, which has not been translated, and maybe we can watch that. But what happens with Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen or Sheikh Fawzan? We could do, yeah. Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, the audio is. You need to be an expert in Arabic to sometimes identify what he's speaking about in the words many times, because we'll see, inshallah. That's a good idea. I watch Netflix, and I still read the subtitle. And so the playlist also has other things. Which playlist? So yeah, inshallah, we'll try to do that, inshallah. Maybe on Sundays I could make a live video and we could watch along. But that makes it, yeah, short videos we should do, because even a 10-minute video will become like half an hour, 40 minutes, because I have to pause, listen to it, and tell you the vocabulary. It becomes very long. Maybe I just sent the link. Where? I didn't see. I don't know. Maybe I should log in from somewhere else. Sheikh Abdul Razak Al Badr also. Yes. Like a 1-minute clip. Yeah. 1-minute clip we could do. Yes. Alright, it's time for bed. I got it. If I open YouTube, it's saying it's time for bed. Anyways, Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan. I think the chat has blog links. Yeah, maybe it has blog links. Yes. Because we get these spammers, no? You get this. Oh, nahnu. We get Arabic also. You might have seen this comment. Nahnu min. I got it on Telegram. Yes. Tariq ibn Ziyad. Again, people might comment. There are women there or whatever. And there are some opinions about cartoons also. No, we should not make cartoons about images. Oh, cartoons are a problem again. Allahu Alam. Some have allowed it, but anyways, yeah, it's a good playlist. Arabic cartoon, no music. Right, Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan, inshallah. I thought nobody would come, but Alhamdulillah, it was worthwhile. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah. See you in the next class. I thought we'll not need this session, but I think we'll have such programs. What do you think? Live, because I'll be like, what should I speak about? Alhamdulillah, I spoke for 2 hours almost. Now I should not speak for one week now. It's over. My quota is over. Even though it's 2 minutes. Yes, inshallah. We should do this 1-minute clip or something. I'm unable to register. These lives are useful. Barakallahu feek, inshallah. Yes. Inshallah. So we'll do once in a month, because if I tried doing weekly, it's too heavy for me, and that's for you guys also, I guess. So we can do once in a month, maybe third week or fourth week. Inshallah, I'll put it like few hours before, and you can see scheduled a live stream. And it'll be at night, 9:30, 10 India time, because that's when we get time and we should sleep. Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Inshallah, keep going and keep learning. Inshallah. Be motivated, be an Arabic enthusiast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.